Today, I'm going to show you some high vibe habits to start and energize your day. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel that teaches you how to know, love, trust and heal yourself and raise your vibration. So hands up if you've been looking for ways to start your day on a better footing, more positive footing, and are looking for ways to simplify your day. Maybe you're feeling stressed, overwhelmed, and that term busy, busyness going on. We're in 2022, we're even more streamlining, we are receiving more information into ourselves, more ways in which we are being triggered into stopping the patterns, the habits that we've just been, aligning with rather than flowing with, aligning with for what seems like forever. So these tips are going to really support you in changing how you feel. There's nothing worse, I'm sure you'd agree, with waking up in the morning feeling like you've not rested, already feeling overwhelmed, feeling like you've got to tackle the day, and it's going to just be a bum fight. So here are some tips to help you start your day on a beautiful footing. Tip number 1, as soon as you wake, think of 3 things that you appreciate in your world. Showing gratitude for people, places, things, even yourself, gratitude for even waking up and having the ability to start a brand new day is really, really powerful. The vibration is very powerful. When you do this, you're gearing in, you're locking in to a day that will continue in the same vein. Gratitude, appreciation, and a vibe that is the opposite of anxiety, the opposite of negativity, the opposite of fear. When I implemented this, it was incredible. You can speak your appreciations. You might even want to write them down. For me, I like to lie in bed with my eyes closed before I jump out of bed and just think of 3. Before long, you'll start, and it's not unusual to not be able to think of 3 very quickly. But with practice, you'll begin to notice all of the other things that you can appreciate, have the potential to appreciate, kind of go through the levels and just dig a bit deeper, and find other elements in your life that you've kind of taken for granted, or you just haven't been aware of, that has the potential for massive appreciation and gratitude for. So whether it's your family, your pets, the life you lead, the roof over your head, the food on the table, the fact that you're alive and living and breathing, whatever it is, go full out in appreciating it and feel it in your body. Just notice it in your body, how it feels once you said those 3 appreciations. Tip number 2. Do not go anywhere near your mobile phone until you have done all of your self-care, your morning rituals and routines. Your mobile phone has the potential to take you down a route of feeling anxious, certainly distracted, overwhelmed, and takes you completely out of flow, particularly if you're just saying the gratitudes and then you're going straight to your phone. So remove the phone, put away the phone, and don't go to it until you've done your self-care, whatever that is. For me, this one was the hardest one to do, because I was worried that I would miss a phone call or a text message from home in the UK. And so that kept me in a pattern where I was running a story that I couldn't leave my phone out of the room, out of the, well out of the way of the area where I do my morning routines. So for you, that might be, having a shower, grabbing a coffee, taking a breath, doing some exercise, or indeed meditating. I like to meditate and channel first thing in the morning. Those things are completely in flow with the gratitudes that you've just completed in the morning. And you're just going to feel so much benefit from that. Now, I know with any kind of habits, there's also this underlying feeling potentially of FOMO. So if I don't pick up the phone, I might miss out on something, or, I might miss some essential piece of information that is going to be of value to me. I promise you, this is the biggest game changer you can make. It is so worth it. Even though it feels a bit weird at first, your parasympathetic nervous system, which is your rest and digest, is beginning to come out of hibernation, if you like, through sleep state and into the world. So you're gently moving into your day, as opposed to grabbing your phone, scrolling through, looking at Facebook, looking at emails, etc. And that spikes your cortisol levels and creates this fight or flight mode, gets you into panic, gets the blood rushing, and completely takes you out of alignment of whatever your intention was for the day. Trust me, when you try this, even for a day or two, it is going to feel incredible for you. There was a time when I used to put my phone on airplane mode, and it used to be quite close to me. I don't even do that anymore. It's in 3 or 4 rooms away. So I've got a distance to walk to in order to get to my phone. And within that time period, it gives you enough space for conscious awareness to drop in, to go, oh, okay, what am I doing now? I'm now walking towards this room. And it's in that moment, in that space, where you have the choice to change that habit and choose, something more beneficial. I've personally found that if I don't start my morning routine with a focus on me, I never get that back. Yes, I might, fit a bit of exercise in the day, or I might meditate at some point later in the day, but it never really hits the spot in the way that it does first thing in the morning, before anything else happens for the day. And even if your morning routine, the thing that you do for you, the thing that you feel is the most rewarding for you, outside of the basics, the washing, the preparing self, just 5 or 10 minutes of that is going to reap so many mental, physical, and emotional rewards for you. When you do it, notice how you feel at the end of the week. Just take an audit of how you feel. But when you don't do it, also take note of how you feel, what emotions are coming up, how you're feeling physically in your body. It's the difference between feeling scattered and bothered and a little bit irritated. You get that I don't know if you get it, but I get it, that irritability feeling that, I've just not landed in my body. Things just don't feel right. Like an avalanche has just come along behind me and it is forcing me down a certain way of operating in a day. You'll be fully in control. And the feeling I get is vitality. That's the word that comes up from me. Is when you do that sacred morning routine for you before anything else on the outside world, there's this sense of vitality, centeredness, balanced, and and your coping mechanisms are so much stronger. And the word coping doesn't even really come into it at that point. It's more of a strength and an empowered feeling that comes through. So yeah. Tip number 3, talking of mobile phones, delete your email apps and all your social media apps off of your phone. I went through a phase of this some months ago, and I must admit, I didn't do all of those things at once. I deleted my social media and my email app stayed on my mobile. I didn't quite have the courage, if you like, I just wanted to, I guess take it in stages rather than, chew the whole thing off and go cold turkey. But removing the social media gave me the courage, if you like, the impetus to then delete email from my phone. So now if I wish to consciously make the choice to look at email, look at social media, I have to be on my computer, on my desktop, on my laptop in order for that to take place. And again, that is a thought process that takes a little bit of time to activate, if you like, to move into actually doing. And that space and time in between that I'm going to go and do this and then actually physically going to do the thing gives you enough of a breathing space to go, well, actually, is this the right thing for me to do at this moment? Or could there be other things? What is the other priorities? Is it more fun? Is it more self-care? Is it, are there stronger, more valuable to me priorities at this point? So these pattern interrupters are so valuable, so beneficial. And really ask yourself, while you're going through this sort of due diligence process, it's like, do I really need email on my phone? And if you do, that's okay. This is not about self-judgment, but how can you do it more intelligently? What else is possible when it comes to email? Definitely deleting notifications, turning off your notifications. Secondly, is setting a time frame for which you will go into your email and check them. Maybe it's half an hour in the morning, half an hour later on in the afternoon. And maybe set a standard footer on the bottom of your emails. So when people message you, as you reply, there's an automatic reply that says, thanks for your email. I'm checking my emails at this day, this time, and this time of the day. So you're framing it and you're giving people clarity on your own boundaries, the way you work. The positive thing about not having social media or email on your phone is you get your life back. And, that sounds like a really drastic thing, pretty dramatic, but you, from a very physical, mental, emotional perspective, you are going to feel much calmer. There won't be any overwhelm. There won't be any stress. There will be initially as you start to implement this, because you will worry that you're missing out on something. But once you push through, got over that hurdle, it is really worth it, because you're going to feel much more calmer and in control with your body, your mind, your emotions, but with your life. And when you implement something like this, it feeds out to the people you live with, the people that you love. It sets the scene. It sets an example for others to follow suit as well. I like to think I'm a pretty happy, glass is half full person anyway, who can manage their energy very well. It's taken me years to do that. But this is the levels of happiness and contentment that come from not having those apps on your phone. There are no words. It is hugely, hugely rewarding. You free up your time to do the things that you do want, or you free up your time just to be present, to give yourself the space. A lot of people run through their lives at full capacity and wonder what went wrong, wonder why they're feeling like they're feeling. And it's because there is not enough space to think and feel in life. Just moving to the next thing. The next thing on the task list. The next demand coming from somebody on the outside world. So you don't want to sacrifice your time, and you certainly don't want to be at the mercy of other people's demands, for sure. So these 3 tips are going to change your reality and change the way your day begins in so many different ways. You are going to you can have a lot of fun with this and really enjoy and reap the rewards. And when your mind says, this is not possible for me, or it's okay, Sam, it's all right you saying that, but I've got all of these commitments here and all of these responsibilities. All I can say is, I get it, because I've been there. I know exactly how it feels to run a family, be in a corporate job, and get children dressed and off to school in the morning or off to childcare or whatever. So I know exactly how that feels. And it's taken me years of bit by bit, step by step, sometimes feeling like I'm going backwards, but really going, grand scheme of things, going forwards to get this working for me. And the number one challenge for all of us is this little square box here, because this means that any focus on this at any point in time during the day equals taking you out of the present moment and taking you out of flow. Even with the best intentions of dropping in here to just have a quick look at something, it's a killer because we go down a rabbit hole. So try these 3 tips this week. Feel into how your body feels at the end of the week. Take a note of what that is, what the effect is. And do an audit. Do an audit of what happened, what didn't happen, what the benefits and the wins were in your day, in your week, and what the obstacles were to these 3 tips going as well as you could possibly hope for them to go. I promise you are going to move from feeling stressed, overwhelmed, worried, and fearful to calm, content, relaxed, and easeful. For sure, no doubt. So if you have any other great tips for how to start your day in a high vibe, let me know in the comments below. And in the next video, I'm going to show you how to energetically take your day off so you get a good night's sleep. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Take care.